indigenous peoples have distinct cultures and ways of relating to people and the environment from other people's cultures and ways of relating. They have social, cultural, economic, and political qualities that are unique from the dominant society in which they dwell. Indigenous peoples from all over the world confront the same difficulties when it comes to maintaining their rights as unique peoples, notwithstanding their cultural variations. Indigenous people in the Philippines face a scope of danger from what they much of the time deficit advancement animosity. As they battle to protect their property, a lot of it is in space woods or mountains. They are wealthy in regular assets, thus clashes frequently emerge with organizations. A considerable lot of them external to the Philippines, who need to take advantage of those assets, for the most part without the assets of indigenous people. These exercises can prompt clash with prompt militarization, and in loss of business or in fragment of settlements which can lead urbanization. The Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997, officially designated as Republic Act No. 8371, is a Philippine law that perceives and promotes the privileges of indigenous cultural communities and in indigenous peoples groups in the Philippines. The four rights stated in the legislature were rights to central domains, right to self-governance, and empower social justice and human rights and cultural identity. The Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, 1997. IPRA is one of the world's most developed laws with regards to privileges to indigenous individuals. It is obviously expressed that terrains and woods that have generally utilized for their reality, just as the assets under them have a place with these networks. The issue lies in the execution of the law, which has been undermined by amazing outside interests that have taken advantage of arrangements of the law like FPIC or the inconsistencies of the law with different laws, or basically utilize power to uproot these native people groups. When their peers are generally moderate, government that places its clout on the side of a native people. Then, at that point, IPRA will turn to a significant system to save and propel their privileges and interests. As a student, I believe that IPRA law is protecting indigenous people successfully because it supports the cultural integrity of indigenous people. The law was able to protect and preserve their culture. Also, it stops the discrimination in the indigenous people. They were recognized and heard.